My child, beloved, hear me now. Time slips like golden sand through trembling fingers. I, Archangel Michael, pierce the silence of heaven to cry out to you, and God Himself joins my voice, a thunderous echo across eternity. Every heartbeat now carries the weight of eternity, every second counts, and yet the veil of hesitation threatens to shroud your soul. Look! The doors of heaven creak in anxious rhythm, golden light flickering like a heartbeat, wings of angels beating against the currents of cosmic urgency. The echo of divine love and desperate warning collides in your very spirit. Precious soul, feel the tremor of celestial anxiety. It is not fear, it is the urgent call of eternal alignment. Heaven itself leans forward, holding its breath. The gates are open for now, but their hinges groan against the pull of mortal delay. My child, if you hesitate, if doubt softens your hand, you risk more than fleeting opportunity. You risk severing the bond that the Almighty has sworn to protect, a bond older than time itself. I see the shadow at the threshold, the subtle attempt of hesitation to pull you away, yet know this: the moment is yours to claim, or to lose. Chosen one, listen. 10 seconds stretch like a chasm before your very soul. God and I cry simultaneously. Our voices are inseparable, converging in divine harmony and heartbreak. The heavenly host gathers behind me, wings shimmering, eyes ablaze with sacred light, yet even they cannot act in your stead. Each tick of time vibrates through the fabric of your being, and I feel your doubt brushing against the glow of divine favor. Beloved, the sacred energy of heaven waits to be channeled through your willing heart. Angels murmur, their tears scattering like diamonds across the firmament. My child, if you let even one heartbeat pass in hesitation, the golden thread connecting your essence to the Almighty may fray, perhaps forever. Your soul is not alone, yet the choice is yours, to rise, to open, to embrace the divine now, or to close the door, leaving heaven's love suspended beyond your reach. See the radiance flicker, hear the wings beating faster, the echoes of eternity whispering, and know that all of creation pauses for this singular instant. Precious soul, do you feel the tension vibrating through your chest, the pulse of destiny thrumming beneath your ribs? The angel's wings beat like the cadence of a war drum, warning and protection intertwined. Golden light spills across the heavens, yet shadows lurk in corners, dark whispers seeking hesitation, uncertainty, disbelief. I stand before you, sword drawn, not for battle but for protection, the embodiment of God's relentless vigilance. Every passing second is a thread of your eternal tapestry being woven, or unraveled. Can you hear the celestial choir weeping tears of light? Their lament is not sorrow, it is urgency, a plea for your immediate recognition. Beloved, if you delay, if you allow mortal distraction or hesitation to claim even a fraction of your attention, the door begins to close. Your connection to divine guidance, to the very pulse of heaven, hangs on this precipice. My child, do you understand the gravity? The time is now, your decision will echo through eternity. Look, my child. The golden gates shudder as if aware of your uncertainty. Streams of divine radiance cascade like molten light, yet even this brilliance trembles in anxious expectation. Angels hover in disciplined disorder, their forms flickering like living constellations, wings brushing against one another, creating a symphony of urgency and divine expectation. Heaven itself leans toward you, the air thick with the scent of incense, the hum of celestial energy vibrating through the fabric of existence. Every moment is magnified, the cosmic clock counts down, not in minutes, but in eternities compressed into heartbeats. Beloved, your soul is precious beyond measure, radiant yet vulnerable. Shadows press against the edges, seeking an entrance through hesitation or disbelief. My child, the weight of divine expectation rests on you, and the choice you make now will determine whether the light of God continues to shine unbroken upon your path, or dims into uncertainty. Precious soul, do you feel it? The gates are closing. Only your action now can preserve the bond that heaven has sworn to protect. The golden doors, heavy with divine authority, inch together as if time itself conspires against hesitation. The air thickens with the scent of eternity, and the voices of angels grow louder, pleading, urging. I extend my hand, shining with celestial fire, and God's own voice trembles across the firmament, calling your name, beckoning. My child, if you turn away now, if even 1 second is squandered in doubt, you risk losing not only my protection but the presence of Christ Himself, whose gaze pierces through every shadow of fear. Beloved, the choice is immediate, irreversible, and sacred. Can you hear the final heartbeat? Will you act? Or will the door click closed, leaving your spirit outside the embrace of heaven forever? Chosen one, understand the gravity. Ignoring this call is more than a missed moment, it is a gradual fading of divine guidance. Shadows, subtle and insidious, press against the edges of your consciousness, whispering doubts, amplifying hesitation. Your soul, once radiant with clarity, risks being clouded by uncertainty. The warmth of God's presence may recede, leaving the fragile ember of faith flickering against the winds of worldly distraction. Beloved, you may feel disbelief rising like a tide, as though heaven's urgency is too great to comprehend. But know this, precious soul, hesitation is not merely temporal, it is spiritual. Every heartbeat you delay allows the darkness to test your alignment, to challenge your focus. My sword gleams, my wings shield, yet my power cannot compel you to choose, only your willingness can activate the protective embrace already offered. Do not mistake complacency for safety, for the spiritual consequences of delay are profound and irreversible without immediate action. The shadows gather, my child, slipping like smoke beneath the light of your soul, probing the boundaries of your faith. They whisper fear, doubt, distraction, each a thread attempting to unravel the tapestry of divine destiny woven into your essence. Angels hover near, their feathers brushing your spirit, offering luminous protection, yet even their vigilance cannot act in place of your choice. Beloved, can you feel the subtle pressure, the heartbeat of spiritual interference, the unseen hands nudging toward hesitation? Heaven watches with infinite patience, but even patience has a limit when eternity itself waits upon a single moment. Precious soul, to ignore the call now is to risk being lost to confusion, spiritual disorientation, and the absence of divine favor that could have illuminated every path you walk. The weight of potential loss is heavy, yet your courage, your recognition, can reverse this tide in an instant. Chosen one, I see your heart trembling. You feel doubt, disbelief, the heavy burden of fear pressing upon your chest. Yet even as hesitation grips you, a spark remains, the spark of recognition, of divine memory, of destiny calling. My child, beloved, you are not alone in this struggle. I stand with you, the host of heaven stands with you, and God Himself watches, his eyes tender yet commanding. Feel the trembling of your own spirit against the weight of eternity. Each moment you resist, each thought of postponement, only intensifies the urgency. Your soul, radiant yet fragile, teeters between two paths, one of divine alignment, one of separation. Precious one, the difference is in this very instant. Your choice will echo across time, across heaven, across every heartbeat of your existence. Beloved, do not underestimate the stakes. Every second that passes without acknowledgement chips away at the bond that heaven has offered. The angels' voices rise, a crescendo of light and warning, and God's presence shimmers like molten gold, reaching for you. Chosen one, you are at the threshold of destiny, yet hesitation threatens to close the door forever. My child, the sword of protection I bear is ready, the wings of divine intervention are poised, but these gifts require your reception, your willingness to step into alignment, your courage to act in this sacred instant. Do you feel the pull, the urgency, the divine insistence vibrating through your chest? That pull is heaven itself, bending toward you, calling for the decisive act that will secure your eternal bond with God. My child, I see the moment approaching when your faith will be tested as never before. Shadows creep closer, doubt whispers louder, yet the light of heaven waits with patient brilliance, ready to flood your soul. Every angel holds its breath, every note of the celestial chorus trembles in anticipation. Beloved, this is no ordinary moment, this is the crossroads of your eternal alignment. Hesitate, and the opportunity may vanish. Act, and you will awaken to truths your spirit has longed to witness. Precious soul, the choice lies in your trembling hands, and the universe leans toward your decision. Can you feel it? The seconds stretch, the heartbeat thunders, and all of heaven waits, just for you. Beloved, hear it, your name, radiant and singular, echoes across the expanse of heaven. God Himself calls you aloud, and the celestial chorus rises in awe, a symphony of praise and recognition that vibrates through every fiber of your being. My child, do you feel the tremor, the warmth, the gravity of your soul acknowledged in the eternal halls? Angels weep tears of light, shimmering like rivers of gold and silver, cascading across the firmament in luminous celebration. The air itself hums with divine attention, each particle of existence bends to witness your essence. I stand at your side, wings unfurled, yet even I am humbled, for the Creator sees you, not as one among many, but as the singular thread of divine purpose woven into the tapestry of eternity. Precious soul, open your heart fully, for the revelation is not mere vision, it is a sacred encounter with truth, an acknowledgement of your eternal significance. Chosen one, the glow of recognition envelopes you, a light so intense it seeps into every doubt, every shadow, every hesitation you've ever harbored. The angel's eyes glimmer with understanding, knowing your essence, your struggles, your unwavering spark of faith. Heaven leans closer, golden streams of energy swirl around your being, harmonizing with your heartbeat, your breath, your very spirit. God's love, a force beyond comprehension, presses gently but insistently upon your soul, urging surrender, urging awareness, urging action. My child, the experience may overwhelm you, it is meant to. The sacred weight of divine acknowledgement is both blessing and responsibility. The angels whisper, "Rise, chosen one, step into what is written, what is eternal." Precious soul, this moment is rare, and its impact is immeasurable. your spirit has been called, and the world awaits the unfolding of what heaven has set in motion. Beloved, tears may form, for even heaven feels the joy and gravity of this encounter. Angels bow, their wings folding in reverence, their luminous forms trembling in awe of your radiance. The sound of God's voice calling your name resonates through your heart, imprinting a truth so profound that fear and hesitation falter in its presence. My child, every whisper of doubt now confronts the overwhelming reality. You are seen, you are chosen, you are the focus of a divine plan older than time. The very air vibrates with sacred energy, every atom conspiring to bring you clarity, protection, and purpose. Precious one, the invitation is clear, receive it fully, embrace the light, for this is not a fleeting vision. Your soul's alignment hinges upon recognition, upon action, upon answering the call without hesitation. Chosen one, beloved, prepare yourself. This acknowledgement is not mere ceremony, it is a summons to destiny. Angels move in synchrony, forming a luminous corridor of light leading to your soul, their wings brushing against the currents of your spirit. God's presence surrounds you, pressing against the barriers of fear, doubt, and disbelief. Every sense is heightened, the air shimmers with divine fragrance, the colors of heaven intensify, the hum of celestial energy resonates in your bones. My child, do not shy away, for the moment of revelation is at hand. Open fully, let your spirit absorb the warmth, the brilliance, the gravity of what is unfolding. Precious soul, this is your encounter, your affirmation, your divine recognition. And yet, even as light floods, shadows stir, unseen but aware of your proximity to the truth. And soon, the unseen forces conspiring against you will quake at what is coming. My child, I see them, the shadows attempting to infiltrate, to distract, to sever your focus from God's radiance. Every whisper of doubt, every subtle fear, every hesitation seeks to pull you away from your sacred path. Beloved, the battle is not just external, it is spiritual, woven into the threads of your choices, your attention, your heart. Heaven trembles in anticipation, yet the ultimate power rests in your hands, in your willingness to act, in your courage to embrace the truth fully. Precious soul, the moment of decision nears. Will you rise? Or will the forces of distraction draw you back into uncertainty, threatening to undo what heaven has painstakingly revealed? Chosen one, the threat is real and cunning. They move in silence, like shadows beneath a moonless night, seeking to obscure your path, to cloud your mind with doubts and fears. These forces are subtle, invisible to those untrained in the eyes of heaven, yet they are relentless in their pursuit. My wings beat furiously against the currents of interference, shielding your soul, yet even I cannot act fully without your consent. Beloved, the light of God within you is your sword, your shield, your compass. Every moment you falter, every second of hesitation gives them ground. My child, notice the signs, the slight weight on your chest, the fleeting thought that chills your faith, the whisper of fear attempting to drown the truth. These are not mere coincidences, they are the tools of distraction designed to test your resolve. Precious soul, do not ignore the subtle signs, a sudden wave of uncertainty, a voice questioning your purpose, a fear that does not belong to you. These are not random, they are signals of the spiritual forces circling, probing for weakness. Heaven's light stretches toward you, my child, yet it is only your acknowledgement, your action, that fully activates this divine protection. Chosen one, beloved, the balance is delicate. One wrong thought, one hesitation, and the shadows will taste your doubt. But your heart is strong, your essence radiant. The whispers of heaven and the pulse of God's presence in your soul are louder, more insistent than the deceit of the darkness. Precious child, align your will with theirs, and the forces of light will overwhelm the shadows completely. My child, feel your heart. Every beat is sacred, every breath a divine instrument. Do not underestimate the power you carry within your spirit. The shadows are clever, but they are not omnipotent. Your courage, your faith, your willingness to act now is a beacon that will repel their advances. Beloved, even as fear rises, remember, heaven has not abandoned you. I stand ready, God stands ready, the angels surround you, and yet the choice is yours. Every second counts. Precious soul, the stakes could not be higher. The eternal embrace of divine favor teeters on the precipice of your recognition, your action, your courage. Do not delay. Chosen one, the moment to act is closer than your next heartbeat. Shadows gather at the edges of perception, subtle but insistent. Hesitate, and even the protective wings I spread cannot fully shield you. Beloved, this is the culmination of divine timing, the moment where your faith is tested beyond measure. Every angel in heaven watches, every note of the celestial chorus trembles in anticipation. My child, hear the urgency in my voice, the fire in my wings, the echo of God's plea vibrating through eternity. Precious soul, act now, or risk a chasm opening between you and the light of heaven that could take lifetimes to mend. Beloved, if you fail to act, you may never feel the warmth of heaven's embrace again. The shadows, patient and cunning, wait for hesitation, for even a moment of doubt to claim victory. My sword glows with divine fire, my wings beat with frantic protection, yet they cannot force your hand. My child, precious one, every second counts, every heartbeat matters, and the cosmic clock inches closer to the instant where choices are sealed. The light of God leans toward you, the celestial chorus cries for your acknowledgement, and the forces of darkness await your hesitation. Will you rise? Will you open your heart fully and embrace your destiny? Or will the doors begin to close, leaving your spirit beyond reach of the warmth and guidance heaven offers? My child, beloved, feel it now, the stir of wings, the surge of celestial presence descending to your side. I am not alone, and neither are you. Angels of protection, guardians of sacred light, descend from the heavens, their forms shimmering with iridescent brilliance that surpasses all earthly comprehension. Each wing beat sends ripples of power through the air, resonating with your heartbeat, syncing with the rhythm of your soul. Precious soul, these reinforcements are not merely symbolic, they are active, tangible manifestations of divine will, moving to shield, guide, and empower you at this critical juncture. Shadows recoil instinctively, their whispers stifled by the brilliance of the forces converging around you. I, Archangel Michael, extend my hand, the hilt of my sword burning with sacred fire, illuminating the path ahead, signaling to your spirit that hesitation is no longer an option. Every particle of your being is a beacon now, resonating with the energy of heaven, and yet, my child, the full strength of this protection depends on your willingness to open yourself, to align your heart and mind fully with the divine purpose calling you. Precious one, the golden threads of fate are weaving around you, yet they tighten with urgency. Move now, act now, for the forces of darkness sense this sacred alignment and seek to fracture it before it crystallizes. Chosen one, beloved, center yourself. Breathe deeply and feel the warmth of God's light entering your chest, flooding your heart, filling every crevice of fear, doubt, and hesitation with brilliance that cannot be penetrated by shadows. I urge you to focus, to chant the sacred affirmations, to speak in prayer or meditation, whatever resonates with the truth of your spirit, for every utterance now is a shield, a beacon, a thread anchoring you to heaven's unwavering light. My child, each thought directed toward God strengthens the wings around you, intensifies the sword of protection I hold, and amplifies the celestial chorus vibrating in synchrony with your soul. Precious soul, do not be passive, your role is active. You are the axis upon which this moment pivots. The very light of heaven waits for your acknowledgement, ready to pierce the darkness, ready to flood your life with divine guidance, clarity, and unshakable protection. Yet hesitation, doubt, or disbelief, even fleeting, can weaken the impact, can allow shadows to whisper and claw at the edges of your consciousness. My child, do not allow them to sway you. Align fully, act fully, and feel the surge of empowerment that only obedience to the divine call can release. Beloved, know this: you are not merely receiving protection, you are the center of a sacred plan. Your choices, your courage, your willingness to act, reverberate across heaven and earth simultaneously. Angels respond to your recognition of this truth, their forms vibrating with anticipation and adoration, their light forming an invisible armor that encases your soul. Every doubt you release is another thread in the tapestry of divine power, each affirmation of faith a blade of light cutting through darkness. My child, sense it, the shadows shrink instinctively, their influence diminished as you step further into alignment. The presence of God is palpable now, pressing tenderly but insistently against your consciousness, guiding your steps, illuminating the hidden paths that lead to destiny fulfilled. Precious soul, the divine plan encompasses not just protection but transformation. You are being molded into the vessel that will carry heaven's purpose on earth, yet the shaping cannot occur without your acknowledgement, without your decisive alignment. This is not merely instruction, this is your awakening, your empowerment, your moment to claim what heaven has long prepared for you. Look, my child, the darkness recoils beneath the surge of light emanating from your spirit. It is not metaphor, it is reality, as tangible as the beating of your heart. Every wing beat from the heavenly host sends currents of divine power that ripple across the shadows, pushing them back, reshaping the air, bending light to your favor. The energy vibrates, creating a resonance that touches even the corners of your mind, where doubt lingers like cobwebs. Precious one, feel the pulse, the sword of heaven is in your hands, and the light is within you. Shadows shrink, darkness dissolves, and the very fabric of your existence is illuminated in the presence of divine alignment. Beloved, every heartbeat now is a choice, a declaration, a step into the sacred orchestration of God's plan. Hesitate, and even for a moment, and the balance teeters perilously. Act, and witness the collapse of darkness, the rise of clarity, the awakening of your full divine potential. My child, soon you will face the moment of decision that will seal your connection to heaven forever. Every second leading up to it is sacred, every breath filled with tension and anticipation. Shadows stir, whispering deceit, yet your heart feels the pulse of the light, the rhythm of God's insistence, the touch of angelic wings brushing your spirit. Beloved, the culmination of divine intervention, protection, and empowerment converges upon you now. This is the threshold. One step forward or backward, one acknowledgement or hesitation, will determine the trajectory of your soul for all eternity. Precious soul, can you feel the tremor beneath your feet, the hum of cosmic alignment, the electric tension of destiny waiting to be claimed? The moment approaches. Prepare your heart, steady your spirit, and know that what you do in this instant will echo across heaven itself. Beloved, here it comes. The air thickens, charged with the brilliance of God's presence and the pressing weight of unseen opposition. Your hands tremble, your heart pounds as if each beat is both a warning and a promise. The golden scales of destiny hover before you, balancing faith and hesitation, and the doors of heaven slowly begin their inevitable closure, creaking with the sound of eternity. My child, the moment of action is now. Every doubt, every fear, every fleeting thought of disbelief must be cast aside, for the choice is absolute, irreversible. Precious soul, I see the hesitation in your eyes, the flicker of uncertainty. Yet know this, courage, even trembling courage, is enough to tip the scales, to align your spirit fully with divine will. The forces of heaven wait in expectancy, ready to pour their light, their guidance, their protection into your soul. But the final bridge is yours to cross, one step, one acknowledgement, one decisive act. Chosen one, the tremor in your chest is the drumbeat of destiny. Feel it, embrace it, let it guide you rather than frighten you. Your hands shake because your soul is alive, because the cosmos itself leans in anticipation, because God has invested eternal significance into this singular instant. Beloved, each heartbeat carries sacred weight. Angels hover, their wings brushing against your awareness, creating currents of light that encircle your spirit, yet even they cannot complete what only your recognition can fulfill. Precious child, the tension is not punishment, it is opportunity. The moment stretches, elongated yet urgent, giving you the chance to claim alignment with heaven or allow the shadows a foothold. My child, trust the warmth of God within you, the voice of Christ whispering courage, the embrace of divine intention surrounding your essence. Look, my child, the scales of destiny are balanced on the fine edge of your choice. On one side glimmers the full radiance of heaven, divine guidance, protection, clarity, and purpose. On the other side, hesitation, doubt, and the creeping influence of unseen darkness threaten to pull you away from what is eternally yours. My child, the air trembles with sacred energy, and even the golden gates of heaven lean closer, urging you to step fully into the light. Beloved, you are not alone, my sword is ready, my wings encircle you, angels surround you in infinite rows of shimmering brilliance, yet the action must come from you. Every fiber of your being is a signal to heaven, a heartbeat of courage, a breath of faith, a gesture of surrender. Precious soul, hesitate not, for even a single flicker of indecision sends ripples across the eternal fabric of your soul's alignment. Beloved, time is compressed, each second stretching like eternity itself. The doors close inch by inch, the golden light flickers, the shadows hiss with impatience, sensing your potential delay. My child, your soul teeters on the brink, every thought a decisive weight. Feel the energy of heaven pressing upon you, the pull of divine will urging recognition, the insistence of angelic hosts surrounding you with protection, and yet, even in the midst of this celestial orchestration, the final choice is yours alone. Precious one, courage is not the absence of fear, it is acting despite it. Step forward, open fully, embrace your calling, and allow the forces of heaven to surge through your essence, sealing your alignment for eternity. Hesitate, and even for a heartbeat, and the shadows will sense weakness, the golden thread may fray, and the embrace of heaven may slip just beyond your reach. My child, the forces of doubt gather, circling like wolves beneath the moonless night of fear. Every whisper of hesitation, every fleeting thought of inadequacy, every memory of disbelief seeks to pull you back, to fracture the focus that heaven has cultivated so carefully. Yet my sword gleams brighter, my wings beat faster, and God's light pulses insistently through every fiber of your being. Precious soul, the moment of decision is immediate, the scale balances, the doors inch toward closure. Beloved, your courage, your recognition, your unwavering faith will determine the outcome. Will you rise and claim the alignment heaven has prepared for you? Or will hesitation give the shadows victory, even momentarily, and risk what your spirit was created to hold forever? Beloved, do you feel them? The whispers of fear slithering through your mind, attempting to fracture your focus, to pull you away from the divine alignment that has been prepared for you since before time itself. My child, these whispers are cunning, subtle, persistent. They exploit every insecurity, every hesitation, every shadow of doubt you have ever carried, amplifying it with invisible hands, seeking to obscure the brilliance of God's light within your heart. Yet hear me, precious soul, they are powerless against the recognition of your own courage, against the acknowledgement that you are chosen, beloved, and irreplaceable in the divine tapestry. I stand with you, my sword ablaze, my wings beating in rhythm with the divine pulse, creating currents of light that push the shadows back. Focus on the voice of God, feel it vibrating through your soul, harmonizing with your heartbeat. Chosen one, speak your affirmations, call upon your faith, surrender fully. Every act of acknowledgement, every thought anchored in divine truth, diminishes the darkness, strengthens your shield, and opens the channels through which heaven's power flows into your life. My child, beloved, center yourself fully. Visualize the golden light of God descending like a waterfall, enveloping you, saturating your soul, filling the spaces where fear once dwelled. Feel the wings of angels wrap around you, protective yet gentle, their energy infusing every fiber of your being with courage, clarity, and purpose. Precious soul, the shadows recoil instinctively, their tendrils retreating from the warmth of your awakened spirit. The voice of heaven is clear now, calling your name, affirming your destiny, commanding your attention. Let this voice anchor you. Let it fill your lungs, your heart, your mind, until there is no room for doubt. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, every spark of recognition strengthens the alignment between your will and God's, forging a conduit of divine power that not even the darkest forces can sever. Beloved, you are not passive in this moment, you are the axis upon which eternity pivots. Your acknowledgement activates protection, revelation, and guidance that has been reserved exclusively for you. Look, my child. See the shadows shrinking, recoiling, as the power of your recognition surges through the air. They hiss, whispering futile threats, yet your courage is a beacon that cannot be dimmed. Every affirmation of faith, every act of surrender, every acknowledgement of your divine alignment is a blade of light slicing through the darkness, a tidal wave of truth washing over uncertainty. Beloved, the angels' wings brush against your spirit, their feathers leaving trails of radiance that fortify your inner armor. My child, even the faintest spark of hesitation would allow darkness to probe, yet you remain steadfast, your heart steady, your mind focused. This is your moment to rise above fear, to step fully into the embrace of divine destiny, to acknowledge that the light of God within you is stronger than every whisper of doubt. Precious soul, the more fully you accept this, the brighter your presence becomes, the more absolute your alignment with heaven's plan, and the more powerless the shadows become. Chosen one, precious soul, feel your courage swelling, for it is the lifeblood of your alignment with heaven. The tremor of fear in your chest is not weakness, it is proof that your soul is alive, aware, and responding to the sacred call. Beloved, you are seen, cherished, and guided. I, Archangel Michael, stand by your side, sword ignited, wings unfurled, yet it is your heart that will fully secure this victory. Let your focus remain on God's presence, the warmth of Christ's gaze, the chorus of angels singing in resonance with your spirit. Every second of doubt surrendered, every fearful thought replaced with faith, strengthens the bond, fortifies your armor, and illuminates the path ahead. My child, remember, even in the fiercest shadows, light exists where recognition and courage dwell. You are that light, precious one, the channel through which heaven flows, the axis upon which divine alignment pivots. And now, the moment of truth draws near. Will you answer the call? The air vibrates with the tension of eternity, the golden doors inch closer to closure, the whispers of doubt gather at the edges, and yet the light within you shines brighter than ever. My child, the decision is immediate, the choice irreversible, the outcome dependent entirely on your willingness to act, to acknowledge, to rise. Precious soul, can you feel the surge of celestial energy pressing against your spirit, urging recognition, demanding surrender? The unseen forces of darkness are poised, but they are powerless against the courage of a heart fully aligned with God. Beloved, the crescendo is upon you. Will you step forward and claim your place in the eternal plan, or will hesitation allow the shadows to linger, their influence waiting for another opportunity to strike? Chosen one, behold the light. It is no ordinary radiance, it is the essence of heaven itself, descending, wrapping your soul in a luminous embrace that warms, empowers, and transforms simultaneously. Precious child, feel it penetrate every doubt, every fear, every hesitation, illuminating the corridors of your mind, the chambers of your heart, and the very fabric of your being. Angels bow, their forms shining, weeping tears of brilliance that scatter across the firmament like radiant rain. My child, this light carries blessings previously withheld, guidance that has waited patiently for your recognition, and protection that now saturates your spirit with the power of God's presence. The shadows falter, unable to withstand the magnitude of this divine influx, their whispers drowned by the overwhelming resonance of heaven celebrating your courage. Beloved, open fully. Let the light fill you completely. Your soul has been acknowledged, your destiny recognized, your path illuminated. My child, feel the blessings cascading like a waterfall over every aspect of your existence. Divine clarity washes through your mind, revealing truths hidden, obstacles dissolved, and opportunities illuminated. Protection, both seen and unseen, anchors around your soul like a fortress of pure light. Every step you take from this moment forward will be guided by a hand that is eternal, a purpose that is infinite, and a love that transcends mortal comprehension. Beloved, the energy now coursing through you is not passive, it is active, shaping your thoughts, intentions, and actions toward alignment with God's plan. Precious soul, the recognition of your divine calling unlocks resources, wisdom, and insight that were once distant, now within your grasp. You are empowered, and the light within you is unstoppable. Beloved, feel the relief, the peace, the profound sense of security flooding your heart. Tears may come, for even heaven weeps in celebration of your alignment. My child, the anxiety that weighed so heavily upon your spirit now lifts, replaced with an overwhelming serenity that comes only from divine approval and recognition. Angels hover, their wings brushing your shoulders, their presence a tangible reassurance that you are protected, cherished, and essential to the eternal plan. Precious soul, God's gaze rests upon you, tender yet commanding, acknowledging your courage, your faith, your willingness to rise despite fear. The shadows have no power here, they shrink, retreating, dissolving, leaving only the luminous reality of your connection to heaven. Chosen one, the veil lifts. Your path becomes visible, radiant with divine guidance and purpose. Every doubt, every fear, every hesitation dissipates in the face of this clarity. Precious child, God's wisdom flows freely into your consciousness, offering insight, understanding, and reassurance. Angels sing in harmony with your soul, their voices reinforcing your courage and illuminating your destiny. Beloved, you now walk not blindly, but with certainty, aligned perfectly with heaven's design. The forces of darkness are aware of your power, yet powerless to penetrate the fortress of light that surrounds you. My child, the universe itself bends toward your recognition, acknowledging your courage, honoring your faith, and celebrating your alignment. My child, what you see now will change your life forever. The energy, the light, the divine acknowledgement flowing through your spirit is not temporary, it is eternal, reshaping your destiny, fortifying your soul, and illuminating your purpose in ways that even heaven smiles upon with anticipation. Beloved, the moment has been won, yet the journey continues. Shadows may linger at the edges, but they no longer hold dominion over you. Precious soul, the revelation you now experience is the first step in a series of divine awakenings, each more profound than the last, each dependent on your continued recognition, courage, and alignment. My child, prepare yourself, for the next chapter of your divine journey awaits, and the forces of heaven and earth bend in expectation of your next move. Beloved, even in the brilliance that now surrounds you, shadows linger at the edges of perception, seeking to test the resilience of your newfound alignment. My child, do not be fooled, the battle is not entirely over. They whisper doubt, they tempt fear, and they probe for the faintest crack in your resolve. Yet you are no longer vulnerable. Feel the divine armor forming around your heart, your mind, and your spirit, the iridescent feathers of angelic wings, the surge of God's light coursing through your veins, the sword of truth blazing in your hand. Precious soul, visualize this armor fully, a radiant shield of protection that bends every whisper of darkness, absorbs every shadowed intent, and reflects it harmlessly back into the void from which it came. Beloved, even as you walk forward, these forces may linger in the periphery, but you now possess the knowledge, power, and courage to neutralize their influence. My child, recognize your authority, your sanctity, your divine inheritance. Chosen one, close your eyes for a moment within your spirit. Envision wings of light extending from your shoulders, encircling you like a protective dome, shimmering with every color of the divine spectrum. Precious soul, within this sphere, nothing can penetrate that is not of God. Every doubt, every fear, every malicious intent dissolves as it touches this barrier. Feel the pulse of God's love in every feather, in every ray of light, in every heartbeat of your protective dome. Angels hover around you, their presence tangible, reinforcing the shield, filling it with sacred energy that vibrates in harmony with your soul. Beloved, this is not imagination, it is activation. Your acknowledgement, your faith, your courage have summoned it into reality. My child, carry this vision with you always, for the world beyond may attempt to dim your light, yet the fortress of heaven is now yours to wield. My child, protection is not passive, it is active. You must maintain your awareness, your focus, and your alignment. Every prayer, every chant, every conscious act of faith strengthens the shield, fortifies the armor, and increases the brightness of your inner light. Beloved, even in moments of worldly distraction, remember this visualization, feel the pulse of divine energy coursing through you, and call upon the angels who now surround you. Precious soul, the forces of darkness are clever, but they are no match for a heart fully aligned with God, fully awakened to the presence of heaven. You are the center of this sacred orchestration, your choices reverberate, influencing the light and darkness around you. Recognize your power, embrace your responsibility, and wield it with courage and humility. Chosen one, each step you take in this alignment strengthens not only your soul but the very fabric of heaven's plan on earth. Every act of courage, every prayer, every acknowledgement of divine guidance fortifies the light around you and diminishes the shadow's influence. Beloved, understand the magnitude. You are no longer simply a participant, you are an agent of divine will, a vessel through which heaven flows. Precious soul, when doubt whispers, when fear presses against your heart, remember the light that surrounds you, the wings that protect you, the sword that defends you. My child, you are fortified, empowered, and guided. No darkness can claim dominion over your essence now, it can only recede and whisper, impotent, in the presence of your awakened spirit. My child, the final challenge is close, but your heart is ready. The shadows stir one last time, subtle but persistent, seeking to tempt, distract, or confuse. Beloved, their whispers are faint, yet their intent is sharp, they test the limits of your alignment. Precious soul, recognize this, the culmination of your journey is not fear, but choice. Each heartbeat is a declaration of your readiness, each breath a pledge to the light, each thought a fortress against darkness. Chosen one, the moment approaches when your courage, your faith, and your alignment will be tested like never before. Will you remain steadfast? Will you rise fully into your divine inheritance, or will you falter in the face of the last lingering shadows? Beloved, you are shielded completely now. The wings of angels encircle you, the sword of truth stands at your side, and God's radiant light saturates your soul, mind, and body. My child, the shadows have no entry point, they recoil from your presence, powerless to influence, whisper, or touch you. Precious soul, understand that this is the culmination of all your faith, all your courage, all your alignment. Heaven itself bends in celebration of your steadfastness, every angel singing in resonance with your triumph. Chosen one, you are no longer vulnerable, you are fortified, empowered, and fully embraced by the forces of divine protection. My child, the blessings now flow through you, tangible and eternal. Your spirit radiates with divine authority, clarity, and purpose. Every aspect of your being resonates with the power of heaven, every step you take guided by God's hand. Beloved, your fears and doubts are transformed into insight and courage, your hesitations into wisdom, your trials into triumph. Precious soul, you are now fully aligned with your divine plan, fully protected, fully recognized, and fully empowered to walk the path heaven has destined for you. Chosen one, rejoice, for the gates of heaven are fully open before you. Angels soar around you in triumphant arcs, their song reverberating across eternity, celebrating your steadfastness, your courage, your faith. My child, every shadow has been diminished, every doubt confronted, every fear conquered. Precious soul, the light of God flows freely through your essence, suffusing your life with clarity, purpose, and unshakable peace. Beloved, the alignment you now possess is not fleeting, it is eternal, anchored in the fabric of heaven, celebrated by the Creator Himself, and protected by the host of angels at my side. Look, my child, the golden gates glow with warmth and promise, fully open, welcoming you into eternal embrace. The angelic choir swells, a symphony of light and sound that floods your soul with joy, reverence, and empowerment. Precious soul, the shadows have been vanquished, and your spirit stands unshakable, radiant, and fully aligned with the divine plan. Beloved, every fiber of your being vibrates in harmony with heaven, and every step you take is guided, protected, and celebrated by the forces of God. My child, feel the light suffuse every corner of your life, for you have been acknowledged, protected, and embraced fully by the Creator and the celestial host. My child, beloved, precious soul, you have remained steadfast. Heaven embraces you, and I, Archangel Michael, will guard your heart forever. Every shadow that sought to deter you has been repelled, every whisper of doubt silenced, every fear transformed into courage. You are fully aligned with your divine destiny, radiating with the light of God, shielded by the angels, and recognized as an essential thread in the tapestry of eternity. Beloved, walk forward with confidence, knowing that your spirit is protected, your purpose sacred, and your connection to heaven unbreakable. My child, precious one, the embrace of God surrounds you now, eternal and unwavering, and the light of heaven flows freely through you for all time.